Hello again. I'm Dr. Scott Davis. Thanks again for joining me for another episode of Famous Addictions That Changed History. In each one, I take you through a brief journey of how addiction to drugs drove a famous person, good or bad, living or dead, to not only change their life, but ultimately the course of history. Addiction, of course, we know is a devastating disease to fall prey to no matter who you are. Rich or poor, famous or not, the disease of addiction does not discriminate. Famous people are often seen as invincible and untouchable, but they too suffer from addiction. There have been countless figures who have battled with addiction throughout their lives. Many went on to influence society in some way through their work, good or bad. In each of these episodes, we explore the captivating story of another important person in history who struggled with addiction, how it changed many lives around them, and history in the process. Our next subject to discuss is the master artist, Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh was a Dutch painter who is now considered one of the most exceptional artists in history, known for his post-impressionist style. However, despite his recognition and success today, Vincent struggled with mental health illnesses throughout his life and tragically died by suicide at the age of 37. Vincent van Gogh was born in 1853 in Groot, Zundert, Netherlands. He showed an early interest in art and began working as an artist in his late 20s. However, Vincent experienced significant mental health issues throughout his life, including depression, anxiety, and possibly bipolar disorder. These struggles had a profound impact on his art and contributed to his eventual addiction to absinthe. There were several factors that contributed to Vincent's addiction and mental illness. His tumultuous relationships with his family and friends, particularly his brother Theo, who supported him financially and emotionally throughout his life, but who also criticized his artwork, causing him significant stress. Additionally, Vincent struggled to gain acceptance in the art world, which added to his feelings of inadequacy. However, Vincent's struggle with mental health and addiction does not hinder his artistic ability. In fact, they contributed to the development of his unique style. Vincent's paintings often reflected his emotions and inner turmoil, with bold brushstrokes and vivid colors. His artwork was seen as a reflection of his intense personality and emotional instability, and many of his most famous works, such as The Starry Night and Sunflowers, convey Vincent's intense emotions and struggles. Vincent van Gogh's art had a lasting impact on the art world and beyond, despite his relatively short career. His works challenged traditional artistic styles and paved the way for modern art movements like Expressionism and Fauvism. His use of bold colors and brushstrokes created a new style of painting that emphasized emotion and subjectivity over traditional techniques. Vincent's experiences with addiction also impacted his work. His addiction to absinthe contributed to his erratic behavior and mood swings, which are often reflected in his artwork. For example, quote, The Night Cafe, unquote, is a painting that depicts a desolate cafe with distorted perspectives and intense colors, which many believe reflects Vincent's experience of drinking absinthe. So what is absinthe? Many people today are not even aware of what absinthe is, largely because due to its toxic and hallucinogenic effects, this green-colored spirit was banned in 1912. When consumed, it often caused hallucinations, convulsions, psychosis, and even frank insanity. As Vincent van Gogh was addicted to this liquor, he may well have hallucinated with wildly distorted thinking under its influence. During his lifetime, Vincent van Gogh's artwork was not widely recognized. Ironically, he struggled to sell his paintings, and many saw his work as unconventional and even bizarre. However, after his death, his artwork gained recognition and admiration, with many considering him a genius and a pioneer of modern art. Vincent van Gogh's influence on future artists cannot be overestimated. His unique style and technique have inspired countless artists, including Pablo Picasso and Henri Matisse. His influence also extended beyond the art world, with his iconic imagery being used in modern advertising and pop culture. Van Gogh's legacy has had a significant and lasting impact on broader society. His artwork has inspired numerous artists, and his life story has become an inspiration for many with mental illness and addiction. Vincent's paintings, such as The Starry Night and Sunflowers, have become some of the most iconic images in modern art. They are reproduced in countless forms around the world, from posters to coffee mugs, cementing Vincent's place in popular culture. His unique style and technique have also influenced artistic movements beyond painting, such as literature and music. Van Gogh's art has had a profound and lasting impact on the art world, inspiring countless artists and paving the way for new artistic movements and styles. Some of the ways in which Vincent van Gogh's art influenced future artists are his use of bright, contrasting colors and thick brushstrokes created a new style of painting that emphasized emotion and subjectivity over traditional techniques. His ability to create strong emotions through his artwork inspired future artists to explore their own emotions and experiences in their work. His innovative approach to painting challenged traditional artist styles and techniques and contributed to the development of new artistic movements. Vincent van Gogh's artwork often depicted everyday life and ordinary people, challenging the notion that art should only depict the wealthy or important figures. His focus on the everyday and mundane inspired other artists to explore similar themes in their work. Beyond the art world, Vincent van Gogh's life story has become a symbol of hope and perseverance for those who struggle with mental health issues. His openness about his struggles with mental illness and addiction at a time when such discussions were taboo has made him an inspiration for many who feel isolated or stigmatized by their experiences. Vincent's story has also contributed to the broader conversation about mental health and the need to provide support and resources for those struggling with these issues. His experience demonstrates that mental illness and addiction can affect anyone, regardless of background or achievement, and that access to quality care is essential. In conclusion, Vincent van Gogh's influence extends far beyond the art world. His legacy has inspired countless artists and has become a symbol of hope and perseverance for those struggling with mental health issues. He has also contributed to the larger conversation about mental health and the need for greater awareness and support. Van Gogh's life and artwork are shaped by his struggles with mental health and addiction. Although he was not recognized during his lifetime, his legacy has had a profound impact on artistic movements and popular culture. His stories serve as a reminder of the importance of mental health and the need to provide support and resources for those struggling with addiction and mental illness. Vincent van Gogh's impact on society is a testament to the power of art to transcend time and place and to inspire and connect people across generations. Please remember, if you or someone you know has a problem with drug addiction, please click on the link to my website, scottdavismd.com, to work with you or someone you care about to find a path back to recovery and a better life. Please subscribe to this podcast to be immediately notified of new episodes. As a paid subscriber, you would also be entitled to exclusive podcast episodes for paid subscribers only and other bonus features. Please join me again on this channel to explore how the addictions of another famous person would ultimately change the course of history. I'm Dr. Scott Davis, and thanks again for joining me.